Good evening, everybody. If it's evening when you're listening to this,
morning, happy Easter, Christmas, Hanukkah.
Could be. You are listening to The Lockdown with Nick. Hang on, is it with Nick and Adam, or is it with
Adam Boabda and me, Nick Banks. I'm a bit more. Say again.
We had a disagreement about what it should be called. The Lockdown with Nick and Adam.
Oh, the Lockdown's all right with me, but the Lockdown with Nick and Adam, Adam and Nick. Either way, we're locked down.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. We're locked down.
It's not complete lockdown, though.
No. Complete lockdown. Law. Complete lockdown. Spain, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not martial law. They're not making us. They're not forcing us to stay in the house. They're just asking politely.
They're just strongly advising.
Yeah. Which is working so far, I think. It's kind of cool. The streets are dead.
Yeah, the streets are dead down there, but you still got the idiots walking around with in groups with all their kids because they hate their kids, obviously. So.
Yeah, I was in Asda. I popped in on the way home from the office today. I went to pick a few things up, and I popped into Asda, and they've got security measures on there. So the security guards, you have to go in one door, out the other door. They've got they're doing their bit, you know. But there was people in twos and threes, even though you've been asked to just go one at a time.
Yep.
So some people are just idiots. There was a lot of people sitting in cars outside in the car park, I noticed when I came out. So obviously, let's say there's a family's gone, but only one person's gone in.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's different. There's a different vibe going on at the moment.
Yeah, it's very eerie, especially when it gets dark. It just feels really eerie when it gets dark. There's enough going on during the day to sort of for it not to feel super weird. But yeah,
I don't know. I actually think today there was you normally you can hear that rumble of the A19 from where I am. You know, you can hear it. It's just a dull drone there all the time, and it just sort of wasn't there this time today.
Yeah.
So there's just less people out, which is a good thing. So at least people are heeding the message, you know.
But it's sod's law, isn't it? It's rained every day for since Christmas, and then since we've all been locked down, fucking heat wave. We're all getting honestly, I've got I've got the sun today. Ooh, sat in my garden. Get my head even shinier. So
yeah, in the south, I bet it's been warmer down there than it's been up, and it's been warm here today.
Yeah, it's been beautiful down here. It's really, really.
So I don't know how warm it's been, but it's been warmer.
Yeah.
So I popped down to the studio today, the office / studio, because there's a couple of musicians who want to do a live stream and they're not quite clear.
Oh yeah, you're doing that live stream on Friday, aren't you?
Yeah, so I was just helping. It was literally just me and the two of them, and we just set it all up, and I'm going to just help them do this live stream because I've got all the equipment to be able to help artists try and make a bit of money. So they're going to do some. I think this week they're going to do it firstly on Patreon. No, not Patreon. I'm doing it on Facebook Live first.
Okay.
And I'm going to stream it here on my YouTube channel as well. Sort of go live on both ones at the same time.
Yeah.
If I make any ad revenue on here, I'm going to give it to them. And then after that, after the first one, they've already got a Patreon set up.
Right.
You know what Patreon is?
Yeah. Well, people just give you money to continue doing what you love doing.
Exactly. Yeah, it's mint.
Yeah.
So they're going to do that. And then, we'll see how it goes for them. And I've just actually had another musician get on. It was today just to say he's looking for some help with his live streaming and stuff. So if they can come to me, it's just one or two of them, I'm happy to do it. Because this building's isolated anyway. It's just literally, there's nobody in it. It's just me.
Yeah.
So it should be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking, and I like Peckham One Me as well. They do. So what they do is they do alternative covers. So they'll take a song and just do it in a different style. So they do Wu-Tang in indie style. And it's really cool the way they do stuff and they're generally material and stuff. So yeah, they're pretty cool guys. So I'm looking forward to doing that on Friday.
Yeah, nice. We haven't got much planned. Dee's got to go see the midwife tomorrow.
Yeah.
So she's up there. I can't go with her. She has to go by herself.
Yeah. Well, you can't even just go in the car and then sit and wait in the car.
Well, it's literally a 2-minute walk from our house, mate. So.
Oh, is it? Right, okay, fair dues. No, you can't even walk as a couple.
No, yeah, we can walk as a couple in that, but like, it's only like it'll literally take her 30 seconds.
You're just being fucking lazy then. I keep getting a flash of this star on my chest, so I just want to tell everybody what it is. Isaac came up. Isaac's my son. He came upstairs earlier on and gave me a star. I don't know what the hell it's for, but apparently
the reason he gave him a star is that kids don't get dick stickers. They're not allowed them.
You're nasty, you.
You're not allowed to give your kid the Pornhub complete sticker collection. Gaping arseholes in that. Collect 6 gaping arseholes.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh.
You might have also noticed as well, people, that if you have been listening, my beard has gone. Also, my voice is a lot better because the first show that we did, I got a little bit stoned. So that's why I was a bit quiet, not as grubby as I normally am. So normal services resumed. I am now drinking alcohol because my weed dealer's packed up until after the coronavirus, if you can believe that. He's give up. No, nobody else. No more weed.
Wow.
Just stopped. Yeah, man. Although I did see another guy who I get weed from driving around earlier in his mate's car doing deliveries.
Well, the thing is, though, they've got more chance of getting pulled over at the moment and asked, where are you going? So
yeah, man, it's not worth it. I just stick to my beer now for the time being.
It's not worth it. So, but yeah, I'm sorry. Before you said that, I said, did you when you were a kid, did you have any sticker collections? Seems we were talking about stickers.
Yeah, man. I used to collect. I always collected the World Cup stickers. I still do that now as a 40-year-old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Always collect the stickers. Like there's like an actual group. There was a group on Facebook in the last World Cup where you could send swaps to each other and that. So like
virtual
swap. Oh mate, I was sending them all over the country. People were going, "Oh, have you got a number 63?" I was like, "Yeah, I got 2 of them." "Oh, send us one of them." In the post, away it goes.
Oh my
I was like, "Swap."
You haven't.
I was like, "How much do you... No, man. I was like, "How much do you need this number 63?" They're like, "Oh, I'll swap you 2 shinies." You got a fucking deal.
Shinies. God, can you remember?
Yeah, man.
Well, you can, obviously. I think the last time I collected stickers, like for something like that, was probably the 1994 World Cup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was probably World Cup 94. Was that in the US?
Yeah, England didn't get there.
Yeah. And I think that's the last time I remember Pogs. I used to collect them. Can you remember?
Is that the things that you push inside out?
Well, they were sort of like, they were like, I don't know, they were just these discs.
Oh, no, that was a bit...
On them, man. Like, they were pointless. They were fucking pointless. It kept me quiet, you know, as a kid. I suppose it's like sticker books were sort of the equivalent to iPads these days.
Yeah, man.
Or iPhones.
I used to do the stickers. I used to do the... Can you remember the old Coca-Cola yo-yos?
Yeah.
You had Coca-Cola, Sprite, Fanta, and then if you collected the ring pulls off of cans and sent them away, you used to get a gold Coca-Cola yo-yo. Yeah, man. Yeah, I used to.
Is your mum?
I used to do them, and I used to do them weird. They were like World War II planes that used to come in parts, but you used to stick it through, stick the thing on,
and hide them. Yeah.
It used to come in a little like packet. It used to cost about £1.50.
Not even that.
Yeah, I used to.
I'm sure they were about.
Oh, really?
I remember them. Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, man.
Things that you used to do.
But I've still got all my sticker books from Italia 90 because they came in binders.
Really?
And you got three binders just full of all the information about the teams and everything. I've still my mum and dad have still got them in their loft.
Really?
Yeah, man.
My mum, like, she used to get rid of all of my stuff all the time. Did I ever tell you when I moved out the house? So I think, so I've been living in this house. I'm in my spare bedroom at the moment because I came up here. I've got an office now in here. This is where I'm going to work for the next few months. So when I moved out, which was in 2003, so I think it was Wednesday, and yeah, it was definitely a Wednesday because we ended up having Wednesday movie club at my house every week. And so I moved in. The following day, I went to just pick up a few things that were like left at the house. My mum had redecorated my bedroom in one day. She was
wow.
like, I was just like, oh, you really didn't want me to come back, did you?
They're like that. Right, I'm moving out now, Mum. Okay.
I'm surprised the key for the door still.
Fuck you, Adam. Decorate the room.
I'm surprised the key for the door still worked because, like, she wanted me out, obviously.
Like, you know that story when I come back off of a tour one time and I went into my mum and dad's old house and they didn't even fucking live there anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh my god! So you're like Marty McFly in
Honestly, it was fucking ridiculous. Like 6 months I'd been away, and then like I walked through the door, and like woman never seen before.
It?
No, they just didn't bother telling me. They thought it'd be hilarious.
Mint. That's like when Marty McFly went back in time into like the Biff world. You know where Biff
is this number 2, yeah?
Yeah, number 2, where he went back to 1985 and it was Biff Land.
And yeah, like, alternative reality and that.
Basically, like he was like Trump. Biff was like Trump. I think that's what they modelled him on. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure I've seen somebody say that he was modelled on Trump.
Oh, definitely was, absolutely 100%.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. But
do you reckon they should make them again? Or do a continuation of the Back to the Futures?
I don't want them to remake them, no way.
No, I don't want them to remake it. I want them to continue it.
Right, what happened at the end of the third?
So at the end of the third, the train pulled up and the doc had two young sons.
Yeah.
Either one of them sons could come on and do a spin-off movie, or just follow the two sons. Because Christopher
Walken, not Christopher Walken, Christopher Lloyd.
That's who I was thinking. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd said he'd be super keen to do another Back to the Future.
Of course he would. He probably needs money. He's never in anything anymore.
Well,
I haven't seen him in anything. I think the last thing I saw him in was Piranha 3D, and that was probably about 10 years ago.
Is that the one with Kelly Brook?
Yes.
Where she was swimming under the water naked. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I watched that film then, to be fair.
I think if they did them again, or not remade, but if they did some sequels, it would probably be better off being like something on Netflix, like a TV series or something, like a bingeable thing.
A TV series would be decent.
Like for kids, though. I mean, I just don't think it would work for adults because, like, we obviously would remember the 80s references and obviously Michael J. Fox and that kind of thing. Where I think if you're going to do a new generation, get them when they're young, do it as a TV series, like a Netflix one-off special or whatever. But as a feature film in the cinemas, definitely not. I hate when they try to. I mean, Ghostbusters have obviously done it.
Well, that new Ghostbusters that's going to be out this year looks really good. The trailer that I've seen,
and that one's young people, isn't it? Is it their sons or something or daughters?
So I think it's Igor's grandkids.
Yeah, Egon, not Igor.
Igor, fucking hell.
Igor's the Hunchback of Notre Dame, isn't it? Is he Igor? No, that's from something else.
Egon Spengler.
Yeah, because he passed away, didn't he? Harold Ramis.
He died a couple of years ago.
Oh, it was a good while ago, yeah. But I mean, like, see, even then, I'm still a bit like, oh, do they have to do it? Do they have to do it? Can they not just do something original? But it's so hard to get an original film, like, green-lit, because people want to go and see something they trust these days. It's so tight with them. They're like, oh, it's cost so much to go out now, to go to the cinema. People want to know that, yes, they're going to get something that's pretty much going to be the right thing for them. So by attaching like a name to it, either be it an actor or a title of a franchise, it's much easier to get something made. I mean, I'm trying to get several films made at the moment. And
what's his face? The Spider-Man dude,
Tom Holland.
Yeah, Tom Holland's expressed an interest in doing a new Back to the Future with Robert Downey Jr.
Didn't somebody do a deep fake? Have you seen those deep fakes?
Nah.
Right. So what a deep fake is? It's like in artificial intelligence, and they can sort of put a person's face onto somebody else.
Oh yeah, I've seen that on Pornhub.
Is that all you watch?
What? I've completed it now.
You've completed it. What, with 4 days in isolation, you've completed it? Oh, no.
I'm 8 days in isolation.
Yeah, but you got a pregnant wife as well, so yeah, you probably have completed it.
So
I remember
ex-hamster next.
But yeah, so they do these deep fakes, and like I know there's a guy on, I don't know whether it's Jimmy Kimmel, or one of those shows, and he does really good impressions of people, and they just put this like the different faces on him, and you see his face change like midway through doing an impression. It's mad.
Okay.
It's absolutely mental. I'll send you a link in a bit, but it's worth a watch. But somebody did a deep fake with the two of them, Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland.
Yeah. I tell you, this has now become the most pointless job on television. What? The weatherman. The weather. What's the point of having the weather on?
Who's going out?
Like literally, there's literally no point. We can't go out. Look out your fucking window. If it's raining, it's raining. If it's not, happy days.
3 more weeks. That's what they say.
Well, they're saying this. Yeah, it's just a bit. I've just put the news headlines on there just to see what's going on. Really weird, man. Just seeing all the airports, nothing moving around, and
I followed this guy who I met in LA. He was in LAX yesterday.
Okay.
Posted a few videos on Instagram, and it was just it looked like something out of a movie because it was empty. Like it looked.
Okay.
Like it was just desolate.
Well, did you see that video from Chicago the other week? How busy it was in there, and they weren't letting anybody leave the airport until they'd fucking done this coronavirus test, and there was thousands of people.
And now nobody's traveling at all, except Matt Fong.
Yeah, except Matt Fong. Hello, Matt Fong, because I know you're going to be listening to this podcast.
And Helen Fong.
Hopefully getting home soon. Yeah, and Helen Fong. The Fongs are stranded in Australia.
Is it trending, is it?
Yeah. Hashtag save the Fongs.
Oh, man. I can't believe he was getting ignored by British Airways. And so then, like, 3 people went onto Twitter, including me, and we got an answer back like that, right? And then
ring the hotline.
And then so Matt commented on my one where they'd commented back to me, and then they never replied. So I replied to British Airways saying he's commented, talk to him, and then they basically said to me, you're going to have to get your friends to get in contact with us. And Matt was like, I can't believe they've just literally ignored me right there and then. Absolutely insane, man. British Airways. Fuck you.
Well, there's going to be a lot of these companies that are the only one that I'm actually I don't care about is Virgin.
Well, you've got the employees though. You know what I mean? It's
I know, but I mean, I do feel really sorry for them. He's laid 8,000 of them off and told them he's not paying them.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy, man.
Crazy, man.
And I mean,
everybody
the simple fact is the government are going to pay 80%, right? Mm-hmm. So why couldn't he just top it up?
Because wouldn't be a billionaire if he actually give a fuck.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's the same as the Weatherspoons guy. I don't know what his name is. See,
I don't know. I'd never be stepping foot in one of them again.
Somebody posted something today, and it was him talking in his kitchen. And he was like basically saying a goodbye message to his staff. And I get it, right? Look, he's not sacking them. They're furloughed. If they want to go and find another job in the meantime, he's like, okay, that's fine. It's not a problem. And he said, if you want your jobs back, not a problem. You can come back and you've got your jobs back. But the government are going to pay you 80% of what your wages are. And obviously he's not making any money. So giving away money is literally just giving away money. But how? When you are that much of a multi-millionaire and you have...
But they worked out...
How many, sorry?
Yeah, sorry, go on.
No, after you, sir.
I was just saying that Branson thing, they worked it out on the TV the other day. I was watching something and they said if he pays his staff fully for the 8 weeks, it's 4 weeks worth of interest out of his money.
Yeah.
That's it. Just 4 weeks interest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Some people are just very, 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 very tight. I'm going through something similar as well at the moment. I don't really want to say too much about it because I'm still working with them, but they don't want me. Even though I'm going to make them a load of money, and I mean a load of money, I'm just asking for a percentage, as opposed to actually being paid a certain rate. I'm just asking for a percentage. They looked at the figures and went, well, if it does really well, then we're going to be paying him this much. And I'm thinking, no, you're not. You're not going to be paying me because you're getting paid by something else because I'm doing the work for you. You're effectively just funneling some of the money to me. And then they were like, oh, no, we're going to put a cap on it. And I was like, you know what? That's just crazy.
Yep.
Some people are just a bit odd, but what the hell? Anyway, what the hell?
Everything that's going on at the minute is just showing how shit this country is.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It is. It's showing. It's showing all the worst in humanity at the minute.
It's showing all the bad stuff, definitely. But then also, it's showing the good stuff as well. The human side of people is coming out as well. Definitely, the bad part of people's being shown. The bad part of the people of this country being shown. I think of the world in general.
Well, didn't like an Aldi and a fucking... There was a Asda truck and a Iceland truck or something robbed. Just took all the food out the van and robbed them. Crazy, man.
Middlesbrough.
It's in the northeast somewhere.
Oh God. I was just joking.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. There's loads of horrible shit going on. But if you're in America and you're in California, good news for them bad boys. All the weed dispensaries have stayed open.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're classed as being key workers.
Well, I just read it was on the BBC earlier on, and it said off licenses are being classed as a necessity.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And I was like, have you seen this? And she went, well, of course, we're a nation of drunks.
Yep. Yeah. There's gonna be plenty of alcoholics come the end of this, like.
Yeah, definitely.
They're out getting pissed, man.
Well, look, I'm working from home at the moment, and it's not easy to work from home because there's too many distractions. When you've got a fridge full of beer.
Like, I was just about to say the fridge. That was the first thing you brought up.
Is it early finish Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday yet, or what? It's like, can we get an early finish and just have a beer, I mean, to be fair, my office is above a pub, so we tend to do that at least twice a week anyway.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, it is a bit weird. We're getting there.
It's crazy. There's some weird stuff going on, man. Like, did you see that vicar today who did a live service from his church? Yeah. Nobody there for everybody to see. And as he's talking to the camera, one of the candles sets him on fire. His whole arm goes up.
Where can I find that?
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, and most of the papers picked it up. He was just about to start talking about how much Jesus loves you, and his arm caught fire.
And the devil was like, "Fuck you!"
yeah,
I'm gonna throw fire shit at you. Oh, that's mint. I love that. I hope he wasn't burned badly.
No, he's all right. it just literally set fire to his arm. He was like, "Oh," as soon as it caught fire. But yeah.
Was it Catholic? Was it? Because we can shit on the Catholics, can't we? Because they bum kids and stuff. So shit on them.
I have no idea, man. He was somebody that worshipped somebody in the sky.
Just shit on all religion.
See, if anything, after this, a lot of people won't be believing in God.
Do you think?
Yeah, man. I've heard people going, well, if God was an actual thing, he wouldn't be letting this happen.
Oh, God sends things to try us, man. Sends things to test us. This is just one of our lives, you know. We've got to go to the next plane. This is just a test, apparently. I keep losing you there. You're going a bit wiggly and wobbly.
Yeah, it's going all crackly and stuff. Yeah. I don't know what that is.
We'll just.
I've had really shit. Sort of the Wi-Fi down here has been a bit sketch for the last couple of days.
You know why? Because there's so
many people using it.
Using the internet at the moment. Everyone's just on Pornhub.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy.
But yeah, there's some cool little news stories from all over the world. There was that couple in New York that they managed to get married, but because they're isolated, they're in different rooms and stuff in their apartment or whatever. The guy that lived on the first floor was an ordained priest.
Yeah.
So he went out and stood on the street. They stuck their head out of either window, and he married them from the 4th floor.
Oh my God, that's brilliant. But weddings have been cancelled here, haven't they, for the next 3 weeks for definite?
I thought they were still going on, but you're only allowed your dad there or something.
Christmas. You can still have funerals, but for the next 3 weeks, there's no more.
Supermarkets and funerals, they're making the most money now.
Yeah, exactly. And off licenses.
And off licenses now.
It's a bit crazy, man. So if you were going to get married in these next 3 weeks, sorry, you already know that you can't do it.
Well, a mate of mine unfortunately lost a family member a couple of days ago. Nothing to do with the virus, but they have to, when they're burying him, literally there can only be 4 of them at the funeral. They got to carry the coffin in. My mate's got to carry the coffin in. They put it down. They finish the funeral. Then he's got to go back out. And his best mate, he had a death in his family, so they got to pick up that coffin and straight in afterwards.
Just 4 of them?
Yeah, I think just 4 people. That's all you're allowed.
Oh, it's a good job it wasn't me that died, because that'd be heavy coffin for 4 people.
Well, people are recording them and that now, and Facebook Live in it and stuff, so that their families can be there. Do you know what I mean?
You know what, right? I actually said this a while ago that I was going to set up a website / video app or something. Funerals are never the most fun things to go to.
No. They should be, though.
When I die, I'm going to make loads of videos that are going to get played. And I'm going to be right, everybody. I want everybody to be quiet, respectful of my death. And then when everyone gets quiet, I'm going to fart really loudly. And I just want people to laugh, because you know why? I want people to enjoy the fact that they knew me, not begrudge the fact I'm not there anymore. People that celebrate. And so what I thought about doing was developing an app. I have all these ideas. I never follow any of them through. I'm going to develop an app which you can just go to whenever you fancy it, and you can just record some video. It might be a major incident in your life or whatever, and then it'll be stored somewhere and linked to, let's say, your Facebook page or something like that, so that when you die, that video gets sent. This group of videos gets sent to your loved ones.
How weird is that going to be, though? You die, and then 4 days later, they've posted something. What the fuck?
No, it gets sent
video of them like that. Hi guys, hello.
No, it gets sent privately to your family, and then they can decide what parts of the video are going to go into the.
God, I feel like a war correspondent with this camera.
Oh yeah.
The latest news. It's a bit sketchy, madam. Is it stopped? Yeah, good.
So I might do that still. I don't know. But I'm definitely going to do it for myself. I don't want somebody speaking on behalf of me. That's what it is. I don't want somebody who I don't know saying words about me.
Okay.
That's the crack.
Okay. Fair enough.
No, do you not agree with that? Do you not think who knew you? Who knows you best? You.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And you can even have a laugh.
Well,
with
did you see?
somebody. You could have a
Did
proper
you see
laugh.
that Irish fella?
Yeah, that was brilliant. That was
Let
fantastic.
me out! Hello, let me out! It's so good.
See, that was so funny. If anybody hadn't seen it, there's basically the lowering the coffin into the grave, and then all of a sudden they can just hear the guy, a recorded voice, going, "Let me out! I'm not dead." It's absolutely brilliant, and everyone's
It's bloody dark in here.
There's people crying but laughing at the same time, and that's the kind of thing I like to go out with, you know. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, but I just get on these videos. In case Corona gets me.
Yeah, man.
You never know.
What do you think about the Olympics being postponed now? Then finally.
Give a fuck.
Huh?
Couldn't.
Not your thing.
Not interested, mate. Not interested.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not my cup of tea. I just like the only thing competitive thing I like watching is people punching each other and kicking each other, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's honest to God, that is pretty much it. I'm just not. I think when I was a kid, I was a bit more interested.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen Dana said that he's
found a venue.
He's found a venue. Yeah. Huh?
Apparently, it's in Florida.
Yeah, I've heard I've heard a couple of places, but
Twitter it says Florida, and I tend to believe Twitter because most of the up-to-date stuff's on there. But I thought it was going to be when I was in the Middle East.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't be moving over. They can't leave the country, can you?
Yeah.
There's no way they're going to get people out. And yeah, Florida. But like I said to you the other day, they should just do it in Dana White's back garden, man.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just
set up a cage and
just the two of them, and it's a fight to the death.
Yeah. It's like if that fight goes ahead, man. Please let that fight go ahead.
April the 18th. Yeah. April 18th. Let's see.
He said as well, once this UFC 249's out the way, he's like, I'm going back to a full fight card. We're going back. UFC's going to be back. No, it's not, Dana.
What do you mean?
It's not going to be back by April.
No.
He reckons that he's going to have full cards and everybody back fighting after UFC 249.
So what are they doing on 249? Are they literally just doing the one event?
It'll just be Khabib and Tony, yeah.
Nobody else fighting?
Nope.
Really?
Yep. Literally just Khabib and Tony.
Oh, yeah, because you can only have so many people in the room, can't you?
Yeah. Well, WWE are doing this thing now because they filmed WrestleMania now over the last couple of days. Yeah. And they're having a film from early in the morning to late at night because they've got two wrestlers arrive, they wrestle, they go home, then they got to bring another two in, disinfect everything, get that match done. Yeah, mate.
Wow, it's a good job it wasn't the Royal Rumble.
Well, I can't believe he has. Honestly, I just can't believe Vince McMahon hasn't cancelled it. Talking about people that are super greedy, Vince McMahon is 100% greedy.
Yeah, it's not.
Money.
It's not right. I mean, they should be thinking of the people, but
yeah. But Tony Ferguson is coronavirus, so you know what I mean. Tony created it. Coronavirus is the sweat from Tony Ferguson's head.
He's such a strange character. Yeah, I mean,
he's a weird human being, man.
Training. I mean, how long was it after he'd had that knee surgery? And I seen him shinning metal poles.
Yeah, it's probably 2 days later.
You are mental. Have you ever seen his training videos? It looks like a SWAT course.
Yeah, man.
Doing rolls and everything, and he's just none of it matters in a fight, but somehow it does work out for him a little bit.
It's like the Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone action movie boot camp.
Yeah.
Tony, you got to train like you're fighting the Predator. Okay.
Yeah, man, the guy's just completely off it, man. I don't know what's going to happen.
Who's taking that fight, though, man? Who's winning that fight for you?
Khabib.
Yeah, I reckon Khabib takes
I just think Khabib is too big. I think he's got too much weight. Like, I know that sounds silly because they're both fighting at the same weight, but that kid walks around at like 200 pounds. Have you seen him wrestle with DC?
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, how is he actually holding his own with a guy who's 40 pounds heavier than him? And when I say hold his own, I mean like he ragdolls him sometimes. And look, I think Tony's a brilliant fighter. I think on the feet, Tony wins. I really do. I think
100%.
I don't know if he could submit Khabib. I think his neck's too thick. Like I don't know if he could submit him. I don't think.
Like, I think he's gonna have to knock him out.
Oh, outpoint him.
That's what he's gonna have to do.
No, he's gonna have to outpoint him. I don't think.
What, Tony?
Sorry.
Yeah. Tony will have to knock Khabib out to win it.
No, he can't. He can't knock him out. No way. He'll have to outpoint him. That's the only way he can win. In my opinion, that's the only way Tony can win.
I think Khabib will win. Tony's good off his back though, man, and Khabib is going to be on top of him a lot of the fight. So
yeah, but I mean, have you seen like some of the fights that he's had with like people that I can't remember. Is it Trujillo? The Trujillo fight, Trujillo ground and pound Tony, like quite savagely. That was Khabib's first fight in the UFC, which he dominated, you know?
Yeah.
Ground especially. Not in the stand-up, but definitely on the ground. And it's like, well, if that guy dominated that guy and that guy dominated that guy, I mean, MMA maths is shit, but I just can't see it being like.
I want Khabib to win, and then I want Khabib to fucking jump up to 170 and fucking let's just get it on with GSP. Let's just fucking do it. GSP wants to fight him. Khabib wants to fight GSP, and then they'll both retire at the end of that match. After that fight's done, they'll both retire. That's a big payday for both of them, man.
Yeah, absolutely massive payday. Massive payday.
Because, like, literally, I do not want to see Khabib versus Conor again. I don't. I've got no interest in it. Khabib fucking smashed him to pieces that last time. I've got no... And I hope he gets the fights that he wants, Khabib, and then Conor's going, oh, and then he just goes like, fuck you, Conor McGregor, I'm retiring. And just retires.
I'd like to see him go to... So he's at 28-0 now, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
30-0. And
beats Turney, 29. GSP, 30. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never to fight Conor McGregor again, which will piss Conor McGregor off, but hey ho.
Did you see his video?
Nope.
The McGregor's video about appealing to the Irish government. He literally turned up the Irish to 50. He was like, phew, and he just, hello there. He absolutely over-Irished himself. No, he sounds ridiculously Irish anyway. But he just turned it up to max. It was cringe. It was absolutely cringe, man. The guy's cringe. He really is. But
yeah, he is. I like watching him fight. He's a good fighter, and that. It's just I just don't like the rest of the bullshit that goes with him.
Exactly. Yeah, he's just a cringy guy. So, but yeah.
Well, have you seen Big Francis's videos?
No, what's he been doing?
Oh mate, you need to get on some Ngannou videos. They're fucking amazing.
Why? What's he doing?
He's just doing videos in isolation.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, they're class.
He's just like
he's put a couple out now.
Hard.
Yeah, it's just him just stood with his camera, just fucking being Francis Ngannou.
Okay, I'll give it a blast. I'll give him a blast. I like Francis. He got a bit too big for his boots, didn't he?
What, against Stipe, eh?
Well, he was knocking everybody out and everyone was blowing smoke up his arse and he believed the hype. And then Stipe just humbled him big style, man.
Yeah, man. I think the same will happen again if he fights him.
I don't know. I don't think so, actually. I see Francis is definitely winning the belt. In the next 2 years, he's winning that belt. I guarantee it.
Nah, I don't think he's going to, man. I think what's going to happen is once everything's back to normal, Stipe's going to beat Daniel Cormier. He'll beat him, and then Mr. fucking John Jones is going to go, I'll have a little bit of that, please, and he's going to step up. And Francis Ngannou's got no chance against John Jones unless he fucking lands a big punch on him.
Jones
He's
gets
got no...
so much, man.
He gets what?
John Jones gets hit so much.
Yeah, but when you're going to be in the octagon with a fucking unit like Francis Ngannou, man, like he'll take that straight to the ground, exactly like Stipe did, man. He'll just fucking wear him down, take it to the ground. Francis Ngannou's got no ground game. There is no ground game.
Well, I'm sure he's working on it. I'm sure he's...
Yeah, he can work on it all he wants, but John Jones is about fucking 15, 16 years ahead of him.
Yeah.
So, do you know what I mean?
I just don't go and see it. Because, look, even if John Jones jumped up, what is he going to be? 230 at the most.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's his walk-around weight. Maybe he'll be a bit more, but he'll probably not go much higher than that. And a lean Francis, I think maybe he's 250. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think John Jones gets hit far too much to be hit by a heavyweight.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what Reyes did to him.
Yeah,
look
true.
At what Alexander Gustafsson did to him. He made his lips explode.
Yeah,
if you get hit by one of those big guys.
Yeah, true. But, like, I still got this feeling, you know, when Dana starts his boxing promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I can really see Tyson Fury against Francis Ngannou.
Really?
Yeah,
I'd like to see Francis going to boxing.
I think Francis would do all right in boxing, but I think if he comes up against Tyson Fury will school him.
Yeah, definitely. What's happening with him at the moment?
Anthony Joshua against Ngannou would be decent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because now doesn't footwork. What's happening with Fury at the moment? Because isn't he having to go back to court?
Yeah, something happened with his drug thing, didn't it? Some farmer that told him years ago that they'd been eating wild boar, is it, or something?
Yeah.
And that's how some test or something he got was tainted. Yeah. And this farmer then retracted it and said that they paid him to say that.
Yeah.
But since then, he's come back and gone, no, nobody told me that. I don't know where you're getting this story from. I think a couple of the boys have gone, shut the fuck up, mate. What are you doing, mate?
I mean, why would you? You know what I mean? Like, if you'd taken money off somebody like that, you are not going to do the opposite.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. You've got your money, shut up.
What a nutter. What an absolute... Maybe he thought he could get more. Maybe he did get more.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Because, like, when it happened, Tyson Fury wasn't as big as he is now.
Yeah, exactly.
This was before the Klitschko fight, I think.
Hey, I watched a good clip of him at a press conference a few months ago, maybe a few weeks ago. Sorry, but it was when he was younger, before he got punched in the throat. Have you heard?
Oh yeah, when he it was on ITV4,
something like that. But it was so weird, like listening to him speak then and
now he speaks now.
Yeah, I mean, like
man.
now, obviously he got punched in the throat, and it's his voice.
So what's his dad's excuse then?
I think he's been punched a lot more times than Tyson.
Yeah, fair one.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like he just had a crisp, clean voice. It wasn't like that whole husky gravel.
Yeah. Fucking crazy times. But there's going to be so much to look forward to when we finally get back to normal and all sport comes back. It's going to be, but Uncle Dana's been saying that UFC will be the first sport back once the coronavirus is done. Have you seen that?
Yeah. So, of course, he's a good promoter.
Oh, yeah, man, he is a really, really good promoter.
Brilliant. The only time where, I mean, he does me head in because he contradicts himself all the time and stuff like that. But the only time where I really was like, oh, mate, was when Conor McGregor was fighting Mayweather. And he did that cringy opening on the first fight. Sorry, the first press conference. And he like introduced him, and like he looked like he was jizzing in his pants when he was screaming down the microphone, Conor McGregor! So cringe, man.
Yeah, man.
Are you having a smoke, are you, mate?
Yeah. Cheeky ciggy.
Sorry, people.
Yeah, yeah. Apologies for that. Now you get to see. This is probably actually a better view than the two pictures behind me.
Definitely better view than my bed. Oh, actually, look at this. Isaac did a jigsaw with Mammy today.
Nice.
And I think there's another one in there that I did yesterday. So that's one of his homeschooling things is jigsaws.
Oh, how's the homeschooling going then?
Ask her. I don't know.
Oh, Hayley doing it, is she?
No, she's doing some good stuff with them. But the thing is, I mean, with Isaac being autistic, he just plays for the majority of the time and does like little bit of work, lots of play. Little bit of work, lots of play.
Yeah.
At school, that's what they do, because his attention span's horrendous. Although this morning they did the Joe Wicks dance thing, exercise class. So yesterday morning he didn't want to do it. Today he did quite a bit of it. So
okay. I've seen a few people saying about this Joe Wicks. Is it any good?
Yeah, it's fun. It's for like families and kids and things like that. And it starts at 9 o'clock on YouTube.
Okay.
He just does a live video. And just does an exercise class for kids. So it's cool. There's a lot of things like happening now.
Yeah, everything's like for me. It's like somebody's gone right. Boom! Hit the reset button.
Yeah,
these are all being pricks to each other. There's terrorism and everything. Right, we're going to stop all this. Good-dump. Have a virus. Everybody fucking get on now.
Yeah, and it's working for the most part, I think.
Well, you look at all the things that this is changing now. Like even the fucking like the planet, for instance, the CO2 levels are coming down. All the fucking everything's cleaning up, man. You know what I mean? Just by staying in and people not driving the cars.
Imagine like if they decided, right, every year we're going to do this. We're just going to have 2 weeks, just 2 weeks. That's all it has to be. Yeah. All at the same time. The planet shuts down for 2 weeks.
Well, everything stays open. You're just not allowed to use your cars. All the factories and shit shut. Everything just shuts. Just bring the levels of everything down for that. Obviously, but China and places like that, man, it looks really weird now that you can see the sky and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But they did that with the Olympics, wasn't it? When they stopped all business during the Olympics.
Yeah, they did.
All the pollution disappeared and stuff. So.
Yeah, it's an odd one. It is. They should try it every year, I reckon. 2 weeks, everybody in the house. Don't even go out. Just stay in the house for 2 weeks. Sort of like it brings you down a bit, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
In a good way, I mean, not in a bad way. It doesn't bring you down. I'm sure it's bringing people down in a bad way as well. Like, but I can speak for myself.
Did you see that nurse today?
Yeah, the one who killed herself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Look, savage, man. And there was a 19-year-old lad as well.
You don't know what's been going on in her life for the past however many years. And she killed herself, and there's been loads of, but they'll link it to that. They'll link it to the fact that she's been working on a coronavirus thing, but maybe that has nothing to do with it.
It might not have, but I know there was there's been another lass like kill herself as well because she didn't want to go into self-isolation by herself. Only 19.
That's mental health problem. That's mental health.
Yeah. And that's going to struggle.
Oh, we've lost Nick Banks. He's gone.
I'm back again.
There he is. He's back.
It's going to affect a lot of people. A lot of people. I mean, my like for people that don't know, I suffer a bit with PTSD and stuff, and my anxiety levels of it's really weird. One day I'm just a bit fucking wired, and then the next I'm all right about it. But it's just yeah, man. People are going to have some battles.
Yeah.
Battles with themselves over the coming weeks, man. It's just a case of
there's plenty every day in, day out. And I think one thing that this is going to help with, it's going to help open people's eyes to what a lot of people go through on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis of being isolated, and not having anything like, it's definitely going to do more good. It's not going to do good because it's horrendous what's happening. But for some people, it's going to just give them a sense of what other people are doing and make people more sympathetic, because depression is looked down upon. It really, really is.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you haven't had it, I haven't had it, and I don't understand it. Like, I literally don't understand depression because you can't understand it until you've suffered it.
And everybody's is different. Like for me, when mine sort of kicks in, it's like imagine if you get tunnel vision, but everything just seems to be squishing in around you from fucking everything, and you just feel like for me anyway, personally, you just kind of feel like you don't have any control over anything that's going on in your life, and then you start feeling that shit.
Don't get me wrong, there are times when I have a bit of a freak out about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I'm a big risk taker, especially financially.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I want to try and do this, and I want to do that, and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes...
Go big or go home, innit?
It is, yeah. Or go back to no home.
Yeah.
And it's like, I do get anxiety sometimes, but not on a level that I think other people do. And the only times where I get really like, is about Isaac.
Yeah.
And Haley to a certain extent, but mainly about Isaac. Like, he ran away once. I was only about 6. Maybe, yeah.
I remember this.
And he was gone. And I was on the way back from Stoke-on-Trent. I'd been filming. It was a Wednesday or Thursday night. And I was at Doncaster, and I get a phone call off my mate to say that there was a kid on Hartlepool Alert called Isaac in Broston that had gone missing. Autistic kid. And then I rang Haley, and Haley was like past herself, like screaming, crying. Yeah. Well, I don't remember from Doncaster to probably Wetherby, which is when I was told he was okay. That was like, it was only half an hour.
Yeah, man.
But like forever.
Worst half hour of your life.
Yeah, and so like that kind of thing gets me, but other stuff doesn't tend to get me like down or anything like. If it does, I just fucking give me head a shake, and I'm like, stop being a dick. How am I? Just what can you do to get through this? Blah 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 blah. And I somehow do it, but that's because like I'm not at that level where it's got so bad where you feel hopeless and useless, and it doesn't compute to how do I get out of this?
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people like that, and it's a lot to do with isolation. And like I said, I think the fact that people are spending just a lot of time in their own heads now, it's going to give them an insight into what a lot of people go through on a daily basis, and hopefully people take that on board.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, hopefully. So.
Yeah, but it's crazy times at the minute. But going forward with this podcast and that, if people are enjoying what we're doing and stuff like that, man, leave some comments on YouTube. Give us some discussions to talk about. Give us some stuff to talk about and stuff like that. As we continue going on with this, we're going to be getting some guests on.
Yeah,
we have some guests lined up that hopefully, fingers crossed, you guys will like. So yeah, man, we'll keep ourselves busy during this isolation. You especially, man. You're going to be fucking. You've got loads on, but
I'm just ridiculous all the time, mate. But I'm actually enjoying because, like I said on the first one, we will sit on the phone together for an hour.
Yeah. So we may as well record
it and then put it out, and then people can listen to it. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, fuck off. Who cares?
Just listen to another podcast.
Exactly. There's plenty to choose from. It's not a bother. But I think
we'll get some structure to it as we go along. Like this is only the second one. So
yeah. So we've got a few people lined up who you are lining up. Some UFC and some Bellator fighters.
Bellator. Yep.
Yeah. So because me and Nick, as you probably know, big UFC and MMA in general fans. So if we can get some people on, that's going to be great. So I was working with a musician today who's a big wrestling fan. He's also a big Joe Rogan fan. He's also a big UFC fan. So like basically like sort of basic us.
All bases covered.
So we're going to get him on board as well. That's Ian Wanley. And I've just been talking to, you know, Tiana Lee. Have I shown you the videos I made, the comedy sketches I made for Tiana Lee?
Yeah.
So I've just been talking to Lucia, who is Tiana Lee.
Okay.
She's doing a podcast with us, and she's good banter, man. So we're going to get her on. And then we'll just see who else we get, you know, and just chat with them.
Well, we've got some comedians we can dip into.
Mm-hmm,
we've got, so yeah, man. I think this, we've got bases covered for everybody. I think pretty much, like so.
So speaking of comedy, obviously, for those who don't know, in 2013, Nick organised the Hadrian's Wall Comedy Walk, and the first one, yeah. And what he did was we walked the length of Hadrian's Wall. For anybody who doesn't know what Hadrian's Wall is, it was 84 miles from one end of the country to the other. It's like the shortest piece across the country, and it's where the
neck of the country just before you get to Scotland.
Yeah. And so what we did was we walked across there, and Nick organised 23 comedians and a few others who dipped in and out. And we did it for charity, raised a load of money for the Young Persons and Children's Kidney Fund at the RVI in Newcastle.
Yep.
And so I actually was at film school back then, and I had a crew with us. It was like my first year, and I organised, there was like 4 crew with me, and we filmed everything. The walk, and we put a comedy gig on each night, so there was 7 comedy gigs. I've released a couple of clips from them, mainly from Ian Cognito, who sadly passed away last year. Please Google him if you haven't.
Legend.
If you're easily offended, don't Google him. But he was brilliant, and I was one of the only people to ever film him live with his permission. And so I was looking through a hard drive the other day, and I've got like 7 comedy gigs there. So what I was going to do was, so I've got a couple of editors who I work with, and they're obviously doing nothing at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them some money to edit all of the content. So like each gig in full, then we'll break it down by act, and then we'll break it down by sketch in the act, or not sketch, but like bit in the act. Now, what I'd like us to do, and I'm probably going to need your help on this, Nick, is to get in touch with all of the comedians who were on it, and just say, look, this is the crack. We're going to put these up on a platform. We're going to monetize it. With your permission, we'll do that, and we'll do a revenue split with it. So, like, I'll get some, the editor will get some, and then the actor will get some as well. Because it's just going to sit there. It's old material because it's like 7 years ago. So I don't think people will be too precious about the material. Maybe Cap Webster will be. He's still doing that panda one. Did you see the panda video?
Nope.
No. Oh my God, Lee Kyle just released it. Basically, I think it was Lee Kyle. Yeah, he got loads of comedians, like loads of them, to do Gav's panda bit to camera.
Oh, okay.
And then he's cut them all together. Each person does like a few lines of it.
I'll have to check that out.
Man, it was really good, and I love that bit. Gav doesn't really change his set, but it's brilliant. So why should he? But I think everybody else will be pretty cool with it, and hopefully it might help. If they're not making a bit of money at the moment, it might actually help them. So I'm hopefully going to get on that in the next couple of weeks and get it up and running.
Yeah, sound. No, yeah, that would be good. It'd be good to actually see all that footage. It's been a long time since we did it. To be fair, it's.
Well, what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description box here with the actual little documentary I made, the wall walk, the 18-minute one.
Yeah.
I've got hours and hours and hours of footage, man. It's ridiculous how much footage is there. So, it's just been sat on a hard drive. So I thought, you know what, fuck it, let's put it on.
Yep, it's now's the ideal time, isn't it?
When everybody's got a bit of free time.
Yeah.
Except me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you seem to be getting busier.
I'm getting busier, but hopefully it'll all pay off in the end. So
yeah,
cool, man. So yeah, anybody, if you want to comment below, let us know what you want us to talk about. If you're intrigued about our lives and you want to hear about some stuff, or you just think that we might have a good take on something, fuck knows what, like, but
just two fucking middle-aged men just fucking giving that take on it.
You feel middle-aged, Nick? Do you feel middle-aged?
Do I feel middle-aged? Some days.
I still think I'm like 22 or something, man. Like I do. My head's there at 22. I'm a dickhead.
Yeah, man. Like I feel young in my head, but like there's certain things now, man, that like my body's just not it can't do it. It hurts the minute I do it now. It never used to. You know what I mean? So like climbing the stairs, for instance. What the fuck?
I'm going to send you a video in a bit of this old Irish guy doing some exercise routines. It's brilliant, mate. And he's he's like, I'm grading these on a level of green and amber and red. Red being almost impossible. And literally it was like him doing this. And he's going, oh, you fucker. Fucking oh, you bastard!
Yeah, mine's just climbing the stairs at the minute, man, because I've got like shit knees anyway. Like,
yeah, because you walk everywhere.
Yeah.
Tell people how many miles a day you would walk.
I try to get roughly around about between 80 and 100 miles in a week. So I do sort of 15, 16 mile. Sort of average.
You Raji.
Well, I used to, you know what I mean? I'm 185 pounds now. Ooh,
185 pounds?
Yeah, I'm exactly 185 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'm something like, I'm probably 290. I'm easily 290, I think.
Yeah. I mean, because when you guys got married, when you and Hayley got married, I was 17 and a half stone.
Yeah, you were big. You were bigger than me at that point.
Yeah, man. I'm like,
you've
13 stone
probably
now,
about 5 stone from then, haven't you?
Yeah, dropped 4 or 5 stone, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just over 20 now, so need to do something, man.
You are 20 stone now. Before
Christmas, I was like 19 and a half. And then since then, I've probably put on nearly a stone. So, I know, tell me about it.
Well, that picture you posted up yesterday of you and Hayley back when you were kids, man. Work it out. You look like you ate that person.
You're right, man. You are right. I look like I ate that person. I'm going to put that picture up on this so people can actually see it.
Yeah, man. Back when you looked like Gareth Gates.
Yeah, Gareth Gates. Oh, yeah, there's a few. But yeah, I was just a kid, you know. It was like I was 19 then. She was 17.
Yeah, man.
And we're still together. She was 36 yesterday, so we've been together 19 years, man.
Long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Very long. Anyway, let's wrap this up, mate. Good catching up.
Yeah, all right, mate. And we will do another one in a couple of days. What are we going to do one with a guest next, or are we just going to do me and you again?
We can try. We can try. So I'm busy tomorrow and Friday, and then Saturday onwards, I'm pretty all right.
Yeah, sound. So yeah, we'll do another one Saturday then. Eh?
Okay. Cool.
And I will sort out a guest.
Yeah, if you can. I've got fuck all to
Yeah,
do.
if I can, like the first person that I'm wanting on, fingers crossed, is that referee I was telling you about.
Mark Goddard. You want Mark Goddard on this podcast?
Yeah, well, that's what I've got somebody who knows him pretty well.
I'm
So
going to have to get a better backdrop because I can't be talking to Mark Goddard in my spare bedroom.
but yeah, we'll see. There's a list of names that I've been given that they're interested in giving it. So it just depends on when people are available and stuff. But yeah, we'll see if we can sort out one of them for Saturday.
Okay, cool. Nice one, mate.
Well, thank you very much for listening, everybody. That's the second podcast done of Locked In. So Locked Down. I'll get the name right. This is the second episode. Fuck off.
It's your first episode with this name as well, so.
Okay, yeah, and hopefully everybody's enjoyed this a lot more than the first one because
in fact, right,
Adam literally carried me on his back in that first podcast.
Right, there's somebody I need to actually thank for the name. Oh
yeah.
I'm gonna have to find it on. So because what I did is I put a post up on Facebook to say thank you, thanks for listening. Could you give us a name? And for the life of me, what I can't remember now. It was when did I put it up? Saturday.
Yeah, maybe
something like that.
What day? I don't even know what day we're on today, man. Wednesday, isn't it? Is it Wednesday?
It is Wednesday. It's just like Christmas, isn't it? Where you forget the days of the week.
Yeah. Just lose all track of time, man.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I'm gonna have to find that person's name for next time. So, thank you, person, for.
Or stick it in the link below. Thank you.
All right, okay. We'll put a link so that you can spam them.
Yeah, just send them loads of emails saying that was a shit name. Come up with something better.
Just send them Pornhub links.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so, thank you very much. Cheers now. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.